안녕하세요. My name is Bambi Samson, Director of Sales of 원오브콜렉션. We are known in Korea for our Amoри타 resort brand. It's a luxury resort in Bohol. Primarily, the objective is to tap or to attract luxury travelers. So these are mostly FITs, so individual travelers, but actually we cater to a multi-generational profile of age group. So there's enough for like children, there's activities for children. It's an easy resort for olders as well, but at the same time, it's a favorite resort of couples. Well, Amoри타 sits in almost 6-hectare piece of land, and currently, you're right, we only have 98 rooms because we put a premium to space. I think for luxury travelers, that's very important. We want to keep the landscape, so it has a lot of gardens for people to walk around, and enough area if there are private functions. So the outdoor area is really huge. Currently, we have built an area for archery, so that's an additional space that guests can engage into. That's one of the activities that we recently launched. In terms of building another area for accommodations, I think that is still being planned, but there is no actual and concrete timeline yet for that one. Couples or families? Well, we're pretty much targeting first couples because it's an important, well, for them it's a couple or honeymoon destination. And also families. So what we're trying to do is like come here regularly, and then also we make sure that for the wholesale program, we are part of their honeymoon program. In some brochures, like some of the tour operators, they include us in their honeymoon brochure, so that's very essential for us. We also try to give and remind them about our Kids for Free promo so that families can be enticed also to consider Amoри타. From time to time, we will put promotional campaigns like free meals or free transfers or free upgrades. So it will depend on the seasonality of the year. For this time, winter season is actually very peak for us. That's why it is when we really see a lot of arrivals coming in. Usually our promotional period comes on the lean months. So we start it in March and then all throughout until early June. So that's when the promotional campaigns come. But earlier in the third quarter of this year, we also launched some campaigns to add additional arrivals for the winter months. So it's the same. Free meal campaign, some room upgrades. So it will depend on the partner operator. Usually it's all mostly wholesale driven, because that's our strength here in Korea, the wholesale market. Actually, that's one. We make sure that we are in their brochures if they are coming up with brochures. Recently, we launched like the meal campaigns with specific night stay, and then we also released room allotments so that they are guaranteed that when they make bookings, the guests will be accommodated. And then, well, as we know, the Jeju Air flight also has been launched middle of November. So we are also part of that campaign. And then we support them if they have staff coming to Bohol just to inspect and do fam trips. So that's how we support them also, so that you know, they can have a clear understanding about the product. Mostly what they ask from us are availabilities of rooms, because we have very limited rooms. We cannot really provide allotments, but we give them available dates. So we are very, I guess, very serious in the manner that every week with the wholesalers who are part of the Jeju Air program, we make sure that they are updated about the availabilities. So 2 major dining outlets and 1 cafe. The major one is Saffron Restaurant, where we serve breakfast. And then also the Heritage Filipino dishes are part of the Saffron menu. And then we also have a Spanish wine and tapas bar. That's on the 2nd floor. We call it Tomar Tapas Bar. We also have a small coffee shop at the arrival area. We call it Azotea. And then this year, we upgraded the menu of saffron. We added more dishes and a lot of Asian bowls in it, just so that the flavors of Asia will come out. And then in January, we are set to open our new Italian restaurant. So the seating capacity would be about 80 to 100, and we're very excited about that. I guess it will be one of the best Italian restaurants there is in Panglao. We started the on-field project when PAL did the maiden flight. During that period when PAL did the charter flight to Bohol, on-field was one of the biggest partners. Actually, it was through on-field also that we have increased the arrivals of the Korean market. So we plan to sustain that partnership. We will be talking about some additional benefits if they book through on-field guests. Right now, of course, they enjoy, well, the company itself would enjoy preferential rates with us. And we plan to add allotments also on dates when the resort are wide open. So I guess that's one way that we can strengthen on-field. And then moving forward, we still want to know what else we can do as partners. So we're still discovering, a lot of new things about the Korean market. And also, I think for on-field, we will also try to look into their focus, because I know every season they will have a different focus. So that's what we want to support. Okay, Korea is a very special market, an important market, not just for Amoри타 Resort, but for the whole of One-Off-Collection. We're very serious in trying to deliver what the Koreans expect from us. Currently, we appreciate all the reviews that we receive from them. Usually, they will give reviews in TripAdvisor, and then they will also give comments from the travel agents. For us, it is important to get feedback from our wholesale partners about how the guests and their partner operators are commenting about Amoри타 Resort. In as much as all of our guests are VIPs, we try to strengthen more and grow more our strong partners, and that's why even if this year there's no initiative from the tourism board for Korea, we came here on our own just so that we can make plans with our partners here. 안녕하세요. We hope to welcome all of you in Amoри타 Resort very soon. And we thank you for your continued support, and you have our promise that we will continue to deliver excellent service.